Asking a woman to show her roots might mean you're out of your tree, but our next visitor welcomes the chance to offer such earthy information. Dear, sweet, lovable, old Aunt Blabby.
One of the stagehands tried to grope me as I came in.
Aunt Blabby, welcome back to our show.
What do you say, Shamu? How are you?
Fine.
Do you mind breathing in the other direction? You're melting my bun. Whoo!
You do like to have your little joke.
Well, I hope we run into one during this somewhere. Yes, yes, I do. How are you? Good to see you.
I am fine. Tell us what you've been up to.
That's what I like about you, Bunky. You're never at a loss for a straight line. I've been watching television.
You've been watching television.
What was the matter with the way I said it? That's what I said, yes. I did see one show I loved.
Oh.
What?
I'm saying, oh, what is it?
Why did you say oh? It doesn't say oh.
I think oh falls into the realm of ad lib.
Well, that's not a good one.
No.
Anybody can say oh. Yes, I did see one show that I liked.
What was that?
That's better. That's better. Called Roots.
Oh, you enjoyed watching Kunta Kinte?
You bet I did. I was getting tired of watching J.J. Walker. How about an oh now?
Oh. Were you impressed with Roots?
Yes, I give Leslie Adams a lot of credit from changing to an old chick to an old bat overnight. Took me 75 winters to accomplish that. Wish I knew some way to reverse it. I wish I knew some way to get out of this, but I don't. Anyway, after watching Roots, after watching Roots,
That cane is dangerous.
Yes, it is. I decided to trace my family tree.
That's interesting. Tell us about your phyletic background.
The doctors cleared that up years ago. I haven't had that since '48.
No, I meant, did you go to a genealogist?
No, I don't like putting my feet up in them stirrups. Where would I go to them? Wow. They're cold. It's dehumanizing.
I think I'll bypass on that one.
Don't say bypass to an old person. Anyway, tracing the history of the family got me interested in tracing the history. Come back here. I traced the history of my own family back.
Well, Aunt Blabby, how far do you go back?
Oh, about this far. Then I fall over into a coma. About like you do sometimes.
I guess tracing your family, you had to do a lot of digging.
Don't say digging to an old person.
I suppose that tracing your family's background has given you a new sense of identity. Just a little gesture to add to it.
What I see. Since you've been in pictures, you do a lot of that now, don't you? A lot of dramatic moves that this sketch doesn't call for. This ain't on the silver screen. This is just going into the home for nothing. When you're getting paid, you can do all of those gestures you want. What was the question?
I forgot. No, it gave you a sense of identity.
Well, no, but I did find out who'd been messing around with who in our family.
Like Alex Haley's roots?
Alex Haley.
Alex Haley's roots? I hope your family tree has some interesting characters in it, like Chicken George.
No, we didn't have a Chicken George, but we do have a two-headed Murray in the family.
That's interesting, two-headed Murray.
What's even more interesting, he only had one mustache. Weird.
What other interesting lost relatives did you discover?
Well, there was a Remus Blabby.
Remus Blabby. What about him?
Well, he sold loincloths to the Indians that said, "Visit Virginia." Our family also had a great military tradition, all the way back to my ancestor, Brucey Armbruster.
Oh, did he serve at the...
What do you mean, oh?
That's an interesting name. Did he serve as a soldier in the Civil War?
No, he was a drummer boy in the Sexual Revolution. Every one of us through the generations has a family birthmark, a strawberry mole.
Oh, do you have it?
Yes, and it's the genuine article, too. I had it authenticated by Baskin-Robbins. They said it was strawberry.
Did any of your family fight for the South in the Civil War?
No, they were all in special services, entertaining General Lee and his troops. They put on minstrel shows.
Do you have any relatives that were... Any relatives that were pioneers?
Yes, I did. Daniel Blabby. He was the first man to realize he could wear a dead squirrel as a hat. He tried it with a moose once, but everybody kept hanging their hats on him, and it didn't work at all.
That's fascinating. You know, someday
Yes, it is.
I'd like to study the history of my family, but I really don't know where to start.
Why don't you start with a wine catalog? That might do it.
Any famous Blabbies in your background?
Yes, my great-uncle Blabby invented the steam chair.
What does the steam chair do?
Wait till you hear this. Well, while you sit reading a newspaper, it cleans and presses your underwear. Did you know one of my ancestors was at the Alamo?
Really, that's hard to believe.
Look, you big buffoon, yours is not to question why. Yours is just to help me read the cards and die. Yes. All we have to do.
Aunt Blabby, have you found any skeletons in the family, skeletons in the family closet?
Just one.
Just one.
Another little of those movie gestures, yes. Yes, we did. Uncle Ralph. He just came out of the closet last year.
Now, Aunt Blabby, coming out of the closet means something entirely different than it used to. Are you trying to say to me that your Uncle Ralph was gay?
Not as gay as he was when his father put him in there 40 years ago. He was raving then. He's quieted down a lot.
Well, a historic family like that's something to be proud of. You can really throw your chest out.
Well, I wish I could, but nature has beaten me to that, I think. Well, I have to leave, Bromo Breath. Look, I have to talk to NBC about selling the story of my family tree as a special.
Oh, are they going to call it Roots?
No, prunes. We thought it'd be nice to see you.